68000 Microprocessor. The 68000 has 17 general-purpose registers, each 32 bits long, plus a 32-bit program counter and a 16-bit status register. The software capabilities of the 68000 are impressive by any standard and reflect the fact that this microprocessor has been designed by programmers for programmers. The 68000 can operate on 5 different types of data: bits for bit binary coded decimal, 8-bit bytes, 16-bit words, and 32-bit long words. Instruction set. The 68000 is actually a 32-bit architecture internally, but 16-bit externally. It has 24-bit addressing and a linear address space, with none of the evil segment registers of Intel's contemporary processors that make programming them unpleasant. That means that a single directly accessed array or structure can be larger than 64 kilobytes in size. The 68000 has an orthogonal instruction set and 16 registers split into data and address registers. One address register is reserved for the stack pointer. More overview. There are 2 operating modes in the 68000. First is the user, and then the second is supervisor. Certain instructions in supervisor mode are not available in user mode. The supervisor mode is a protection against operator misuse in sophisticated multitasking system. It should be interesting to see what Atari does with the supervisor mode. The 68000 has 56 instructions and 14 addressing modes. This is very similar to the 6502, but there are 17 general-purpose 32-bit registers and status registers. All of the data registers are general-purpose and can be used as index registers or counters. The address registers are primarily designed to hold addresses, but can be used as index registers. Unlike the data registers, they cannot handle 8-bit bytes. The stack pointer can also be used as general-purpose register. It is actually 2 registers and will contain different data depending upon whether you are in supervisor or user operating mode. More registers. The last register in the 68000 is the 16-bit status register, which is divided into 2 8-bit bytes. The lower 8 bits are for the user mode and the upper 8 for the supervisor. Not all available bits are used. The user flag bits are: supervisor status flag bits 8 through 9 are used in various combinations. 2. Supervisor status flag bits 8 through 9 are used in various combinations to signal interrupt priority for the 7 levels of interrupt. 68000 Microprocessor chip hardware. The 68000 microprocessor is housed in a 64-pin dual inline package. This convention is intended to distinguish between signals that are active in low or logic 0 state and signals that are active in the high or logic 1 state. The 68000 microprocessor operates from 5 volts, connected to 2 pins labeled VCC and using 2 ground pins labeled GND. The clock inputs is a TTL level signal that can have frequency of up to 10 MHz. The internal architecture of 68XXXX. They employ a high-performance pipelined internal architecture. That is, multiple processing units are used to implement dedicated operations concurrently. The on-chip memory provided in the instruction cache is used to store instructions that were most recently fetched from the main memory. Internal architecture. Instruction prefetch and decode unit provides the mechanism for simultaneous fetch decode. Execution unit is to read decoded instruction from the output of the decode unit and perform the operation defined by the instruction. Sequencer and control units coordinate the overall operations of all the processing units.